Hey guys, it's Tony back shooting the old bow. I'll go over my bow setup for you guys. It's a 2021 White Venom 30, 65 pounds. I got a QAD Ultra Rest flip down. I got a 5-pin Viper archery sight. It's got a lens in it. It actually brings the target closer to me, just because I have bad eyes. It's equipped with a low light flashlight on the side. I also I don't shoot a D loop. I got a kisser button peep. I shoot what's called a P loop or a catfish loop. This thing literally takes all the torque out of the bow. I shoot a thumb release too. It's a true ball, 4-finger. Flip it on. Flip it on. I can leave it hang. That way, if I see a deer, coyote, whatever, it's where I need it to be. But when you cannot torque the bowstring whatsoever with this. I've been shooting them for about 9 years now. I get them off of a guy off of eBay. I think there's like, he sells 3 of them for like $7. I don't know how often or when he's going to stop selling them, so I actually buy quite a few of them in different colors. Both set at 65 pounds. I got it perfectly timed and tuned, like you guys would not believe. I can actually shoot bear shafts at 20 yards, dead nut center, through paper, bullet holes at 10, 15 yards, all 12 arrows. I'm shooting my same setup as I did last year to the Rips from Victory. These are the Elites. These are super straight. They're only 26 inches long. I do have a dozen of the Gamers, which are 3,000ths thing, but I cut my arrow so short, only 26 inches long, that I get rid of all that 3,000 and it ends up becoming pretty much zero. I got 260 grains up front. I also have an inner tube inside this arrow that reaches about 6 inches long that I'm actually going to do away with when I build my other arrows. This was an experimental thing that I got from FireNock. It's a website that you go on Google and research their stuff. He's an archery genius. He's got a lot of stuff on YouTube also. I think it's called FireNock TV. I think he's either Japan or Chinese man, but his name is George, or Dorge. Get that right, Dorge. He is a bow expert. I mean, I'm talking beyond beliefs. But I'm gonna fling arrows down to 20 yards today. I got these. And the cool thing about these Victories, last year was the first year I shot them. They actually come spine to line, but my bow, the way it shoots, actually, for some reason, likes to shoot them on the opposite side of where they actually have them spine the line. They're marked. When you get them, the arrows from right here up to the top, that's spine to line. When you buy the Victories, I think all of their arrows come like this. But for some reason, this bow in particular likes to shoot the spine where they aligned it upside down, just 180 degrees. I also fletch all my arrows. Got a 4 fletch. I wrap them. I build them from the ground up. I get bear shafts. I rip out all the nocks because I use lighted nocks. And yeah, that's my setup. So I got blood on this thing from last year from my buck I shot. Yeah, the other thing I'm at. I also got a drop back bar and a front stabilizer. Bow comes with this one. I got a 10-inch, and the back one is an 8-inch, and it's pretty steady when I draw it back. There's very little settling in when I get anchored down on my kisser button. And I tell you what, this is my second Hoyt. I've owned a Matthews, and this bow right here is like the smoothest drawing. As soon as that hits that back wall, it's insane. You ain't holding nothing. I think it's set on 80 or 85% let off. I think you can go from either or. I think it's on 85, but it's badass. I love this bow. And I got it real cheap. I got it for $999 because it was at the end of 2021, going into the 2022 season, and the dealerships were pushing the old bows out, so they knocked the prices out. So if you want a new bow, way under flagship prices, wait until they push out the new models and go buy you the year before. Who cares? I'll have this one for a long time. I had my other bow. I bought it in 2013. I shot it all the way up until 2021. Last year was the first time I shot this one. Killed my first buck with it last year. So it's got one deer on it. Hopefully I can get another one this year. I'm not, you know how I am. It don't matter if I kill something or not. I just love being out in the woods. I'm gonna fling them down range. I'm gonna turn you guys down to the target. I'm at 20 yards. That's the other thing. My pins, I got 5 pins. I got them set up at 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. Weird, I know, but I'm shooting a 580 grain arrow. And when I got deer in front of me that I plan on killing, I shake like a leaf. It's uncontrollable and I love it. So, and I don't want to miss. That's why I have 25, 35 yard pins instead of 20, 30, and 40, which I used to have. I take the guesswork out of it. I ain't got to do math in my head, and I ain't got to put it on a in-between stuff. It's already done. So I'm gonna move you guys down here. I don't like to group arrows either because I like to keep my arrows intact. So I'll tell you what dot I'm going to be shooting at first. I'm going to shoot at the first middle, the middle one first, just to see where I'm kind of at. Dead nuts. Dead nuts. I'm telling you, this bow I've never had a bow this tuned before. I mean, my other one was tuned really good. I'm gonna go top right. Top right dot. That thing's spot on. Spot on, guys. The other thing you guys might have just heard is how quiet this bow is. It is super quiet. I mean, shooting 580 grains. I mean, even if I had a 300 and, you know, like a 400 grain arrow, it would still be super quiet. But shooting this heavy ass arrow makes it even that much more quieter. Center dot. We'll go top left dot. That was me. The other thing I want to show you guys, I use a 6-arrow hunting quiver. I'm going to show you my broadheads. These are Werewolves 2-blade single bevel broadhead. You can buy these by the threes for like $59.99, or you can buy 6 of them for 99 bucks. I buy the 6 of them because that is super cheap for 6 broadheads. I think this guy's out of Wisconsin that makes these. If you go on werewolfbroadheads.com and look him up and read his story, you will understand why I'm using his broadheads. These things come out of the package, I'm talking hair shaving razor sharp, and they fly just as good as a field point, and I put money on it. These are 200 grains with a 60 grain insert. My FOC is well over 21%. Let's see if I can get it to bounce. Right about there. I'm right here on the arrow, 26 inches long. See how much lever you got? But these are 200 grain evolutions, I do believe. They're quiet. They fly straight as hell. If you're looking to, and they're bone crushing. I went through my 8-point buck last year. I went through his scapula down at an angle like this, and it went right through him. I mean, he ran literally less than 30 yards and fell over dead. Didn't even know what hit him. I was quite impressed, so I'm going to use them again this year. I have other ones. I have BPAs. I have tough heads or cutthroats. I actually have a set of tough heads and a set of cutthroats that I was going to use, but I found these guys, and for the price you can't beat them. They are resharpenable, but for 99 bucks for 6 of them, I have the option to sharpen them, or I have an option to buy another set of 6 for 100 bucks. To me, that's super cheap. I mean, you gotta understand one thing. I've wasted a lot of money on broadheads, and when I get fixated on something, I buy a lot of them just so I can have them on hand, so I ain't gotta run to the store and buy more. I actually have 6 brand new ones of these at home. I'll probably buy another 1 or 2 packs this season just to have them on hand. Yeah, these broadheads are phenomenal, man. They got the Tanto tip, bone crushing. Want a good broadhead. Alright, I'm gonna go down there and grab those arrows, and I'll see you guys on the next video.